I wish there was one person out there who had the answers. I would pay anything to learn what the answers are. But the problem is, there are no answers to certain complexities of life. Ladies and gentlemen, gents, gals, welcome back in to the Blue Collar Psychiatrist. Common sense on display. How many of you have run across what we'll call enlightened people? These are people who purport to be living on a higher plane than everyone else. It's as if they have the inner secrets to living life as it should be. It's as if they know the ways of self-improvement and that they can have inner peace. And that's fine. But I have a problem when they charge a lot of money for this and seduce people who are having problems to a seminar which, frankly, offers them very little except entertainment value. That's it. People will be up in arms when they hear me say this, because there are many people who have been taken in as a sucker by these so-called gurus. When they get home, what do they have? They don't have anything. They don't know where to begin. They cannot put into practice what they've heard. It has no practical value. These so-called enlightened people, and we're talking about not only the high-priced gurus, but also it could be your next-door neighbor, or it could be a colleague at work or in school. And they will tell you about how open-minded and tolerant and compassionate that they are, and that they have the inner secrets to living a tranquil life, and that they're interested in the benefit of all humanity. But unfortunately, it has been my experience that many of these people are frauds, are phonies, or they are totally misguided as to the realities of the world. The world can be a very difficult place, and to make out as if, or to suggest that you have or they have the answers to the complexities of living is, in my opinion, very questionable. I was involved in a situation some years ago where I went to one of these seminars. And after it was over, I overheard the seminar speaker talking, I guess, to one of the promoters, laughing about what a great show they put on, and that basically referred to people who came as fools. And I was very, very angry. I didn't say anything, but it made me question the whole thing. By the way, some so-called conventional religious leaders also will tell you that they have the answers to life. It could be from the Bible, it could be from some other work, it could be things that they have learned over a period of time. And they too can be just as, in my opinion, just as untruthful as these high-priced gurus. You see, for me, the problem is they're afraid to say that they don't have the answers. Because otherwise, why would you pay them, or why would you listen to them? They know people's weaknesses. Many people out there are lost. They're totally lost, and they're like sheep, and they need a shepherd. And then they invest money and also emotional ties into this grand speaker, who is the guru. And he has the answers, or she has the answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish it were true. I wish there was one person out there who had the answers. I would pay anything to learn what the answers are. But the problem is, there are no answers to certain complexities of life. Certainly, you can learn techniques, for example, as the deep breathing and self-hypnosis, things like that are good. Mindfulness, these things are all appropriate. They're skills that you can learn, and they do improve, in my opinion, your overall mental health. But when you have platitudes being thrown at you, when you are being bullied by other people to do as they say, when it's being suggested to you that they have the answers, that if you only listen to them and practice what they do, that you too will have total control of your life and a very peaceful existence, and not only that, will help the world at large. You have to use your common sense. These people, these gurus, whether they be conventional people of religion, whether they be your next door neighbor, whether they be a person at work that you know, whether it be a $1,000 seminar guru, doesn't matter. They are purporting that they have the answers. They're enlightened. They're on a higher level than everybody else. You know, there's a bit of arrogance to this, that they have the answers. And so, ladies and gentlemen, gents, gals, guys, I sound the warning to you to do your research very, very carefully before. Certainly you would spend a lot of money to attend one of these seminars, but also in terms of listening to other people who may not know what the heck they're talking about, but just say it, hoping that you will be taken in, and that will give them the self-aggrandizement that they are so desperate to have. Be very careful, because the complexities of life are just that. They're very complex. And I don't think that there's any one way of tackling them, except common sense, discussion with people you trust, and I think that's about as good as you can do. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you, drink, and drink abundantly from the fountain of life. See you next time. Wait! I refer you to my video on leading a better life by resisting the resistance. That's not the exact title, but look under Resisting the Resistance. And you will find that dovetails with the material I have given you today. See you next time!